Oh, so you're pretty good at Zoom. That's great. But remember when you had to do this kind of stuff? This in-person meetings, this stuff was much more high pressure. Remember, there was no mute button. There's no way to turn off the camera. In live meetings, the stakes are higher. There's more to gain, but there's also more to lose. Truth is, this kind of pressure, high stakes, makes us better. And Zoom calls don't improve your game. Even though Zoom and Microsoft Teams are efficient, easy, and safe, they're too safe. A 6-year-old can do that. Think about that for a moment. Zoom is going to destroy your presentation skills. It's low pressure, right? You could say, oops, sorry, bad connection. Oops, sorry, I lost the file. Can you hold on a second? And it's making you a bit lazy. And lazy presentation skills will kill your deals, will kill your revenue. Maybe, if it's bad enough, kill your company. I know, years ago, I really screwed up a deal. The presentation was to Richard Branson. That's the guy at Virgin Atlantic. I was overconfident, a bit lazy, and I didn't prepare well. That's the bottom line. And that day, I lost a $100 million deal. And for me, that traumatized me for life. Since that one bad presentation to Branson, I've become masterful at the pitch art form. I've given 1,000 damn good presentations where the audience was laughing and having a great time, and the pitch really worked. But today, before I give any presentation, right there in the back of my mind is the memory of that one really bad incident. Still scares the crap out of me because I know just how bad I can really be. And when I mess up, I go full Chernobyl. I create scorched earth. The only good news here, my screw-ups don't happen by accident. Looking back, I can easily see what happened and why. And here's the specific behaviors that created my worst failures. I prepared at the last minute. I didn't study the audience. I relied on charisma and charm, and I read from canned slides, right? And I really had a wing it attitude and was generally overconfident. It's a longer story how I pissed off Branson. I'll tell you that at some point. But the key takeaway is the 6 items above caused me to lose a $100 million deal. So now I over-prepare by a factor of 10. I work 10 times too hard, not because I'm a Boy Scout. It's fear of failure. I prepare because I never want to experience the pain of bombing out. Hey, these are my problems. They're not yours. It doesn't mean that you should prepare at the level that I do. And maybe in your business, it's really not necessary to prepare so carefully. A lot of people give pretty average presentations and still win the sale or close the deal. Happens all the time. But why put in some kind of maximum effort when pretty good can close the deal for you? Well, a pretty good presentation gets you these things. Think about it. Buyers get a clear understanding of your product and your service. Buyers become interested to learn more. You get an understanding of their key problems and you give them a proposal that meets their needs. But a max effort, prepared in advance, great presentation gets you a lot more stuff. 1, they believe that you're the true expert in the industry. 2, they get insight and huge value from the presentation you're giving them, and they want to meet you again as soon as possible. 3, you create scarcity. They understand you're busy and you have no time to waste on negotiators and tire kickers. And 4, you reframe the competition as good, but not good enough to solve their problem. Number 5, they trust you. Number 6, they don't grind on price. And number 7, they'll ask you, hey, when can we start working together? If you create all 7 of these deal-making effects, then deal-making becomes easy. It doesn't matter if it's a large deal, small deal, a phone call, Zoom call, conference call, stage presentation, whatever. You have to ask yourself, how much should I prep? What's normal? Is it normal to memorize the first 300 words? Is it normal to say we don't send proposals? Is it normal to tell the buyer, I'm here to evaluate you as much as you're here to evaluate me? Is it normal to hire a joke writer so your jokes are actually funny? These are probably not normal, but I do it. This level of presentation costs me time and money and energy. I do this all the time and much more. There's 25 specific ways I prepare for every pitch. I run the same process every time because it's tested. It works. Create the expert frame, create scarcity, build trust, reframe the competition, avoid price negotiation, much more. So how to prepare for a pitch is a process and a formula you can pretty quickly learn. And I'm going to show you exactly what I've learned about preparing to win a deal. So click the button below to join How Deal Makers Prepare to Pitch and Close. It's a critical skill set. You've probably ignored it for way too long. Get this preparation by clicking below.